got here is my first gen Toyota collection. That one's a parts truck. It was an 82. This one's an 83, square headlights. That's an 86 4Runner, first gen nose. That was originally a swing axle front end with a fuel injected motor. It's now been converted to a carburetor. This is the 22R propane turbo that everybody's so familiar with on the internet. That one's a parts truck. We took the gears and tires and put them on that truck. And we'll do a quick walk around and talk a little bit more about them. Alright, what we have here is a 22R motor. Big headers. 2-barrel Weber carburetor. Runs pretty good that way. I'm pretty happy with those. I am quick to get rid of the factory carburetors, and in this case it actually had factory fuel injection. Here we can see the in this case you can see the header, the cylinder head block. Distributor, I've been swapping back and forth one really nice set of MSD plug wires. They're back on the propane turbo truck now. And this one here even has power steering. MSD blaster coil. Alright, this is the infamous 22R propane turbo motor. I've made a few videos about this one. Learn to move slower. Let the camera keep up with us. Alright, we've got the propane mixer, the propane regulator, solenoid to turn the fuel off here. We also have a solenoid at the back to control pressure to the line. We have a refrigerant filter in line way down there by the starter. Still haven't changed anything over the distributor. Still have the mechanical vacuum advanced distributor. Plan to put the MSD 6AL box on here. That way we could program the timing curve we want, as well as reduce timing when we're under boost. We still have our MSD blaster coil here. Turbo manifold, the MSD plug wires. That is what we got under the hood. We'll pause, go to the back. Here's our forklift propane tank, standing up in the bed of the truck. Made some reference to this in the previous video. What we have is there we go from this tank, and we have a solenoid. Selectable solenoids. We could have two tanks on at the same time. As one tank runs out of fuel, I could switch from that solenoid to this solenoid, activating this other hose, which would be connected to another tank. And this would obviously be the brass T there. That's going to the front of the truck at the regulator. So we could select tanks while we're rolling down the road. We don't have to stop and pull over to turn a tank on or off. Found that to be a necessary thing when driving on propane. You don't have a fuel gauge to tell you when you're about to run out of propane. You just run out of propane, and if you're on the interstate in traffic that's doing 70, you need to be able to switch tanks so you don't have to pull over or become a hindrance to the traffic. So that is what I wired up and plumbed up, and it works quite well when I have used it. The hardest part I have is remembering which is which to turn on. Just need to put a little Sharpie on the dash, next to the switch. Here we are. We have the master switch. This turns on and arms. The previous talked about solenoids as well as the one under the hood. And this selects whether you're on tank A or tank B, or left tank or right tank on those solenoids. We have our 5-speed manual and dual transfer cases. Got the Marlin Crawler dual transfer box going on here. Alright. and I'm breaking spider webs with my hair right now. Alright. What we got here? Really? You gonna mock me from way over there? Okay.